there's got to be a connection between head and heart. Everything can't be head knowledge. Some folks' heads are full of scriptures, but their heart is colder than dead man's bones. And what he says here is when you understand words of wisdom, when you understand it in your head, in your heart, here's some things that you got to understand. When I have wisdom, I realize that God is in control. I realize it's more than just what I think. It's also who I am. When I have words of wisdom, I understand that I can't treat people any way. When I have words of wisdom in my heart and my head, I understand, be careful what you do. Be careful of the seeds you plant. Be careful of what you do in the lives of others. Here's the reality, because whatever you put in the ground, well, y'all not gonna help me here. Y'all not gonna help me here. Whatever you put in the ground, rest assured, it's coming up at some point in your life. You might think you're conniving. You might think you're getting over. You might think because of what you did in the dark, nobody saw it. You might think that you're getting away with it. But be sure that the Bible said as long as the earth remains, you're going to have seed time and harvest. Whatever you put in the ground will inevitably come up on your behalf. And you and I don't just reap what we sow. Somebody talk to me. We always reap way more than what we sow. And that's why when you got spiritual understanding, you realize, my God, that God is not a man that he should lie. You realize that certain immutable, irrefutable principles in life. And God, I want you to allow my head and my heart to line up. Wisdom in your head. That's why Solomon said, trust in the Lord. It is with all your heart. But lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways. You see that? Trust him with your heart, with him in your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. So here's what he said. I got to have a spiritual heart and a surrendered head. When I surrender my head and ask him to have a spiritual heart, then it's at that moment he will direct. Is there anybody around this house understands that God will direct your path? Spiritual understanding said you don't have to fight fire with fire. Spiritual understanding says some battles ain't yours to fight. Old folks say, be still. Let the Lord fight your battles. While you've been trying to figure it out, God has already worked it out. Spiritual understanding said, if you be good to God, God will be good to you. Spiritual understanding say that if I take care of God's business, God will take care of mine. Spiritual understanding says to you, I've never seen, David said, the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. I want you to have strength and words of wisdom.